Hello, this is Alan G. Davison, and I am testing out a nice little idea that I had in my head of chronicling my foray into, well, being an author. As of right now, I have self-published a single book by the name of The Blessed. You're more than welcome to look it up if you desire so. But for anybody who's truly curious in reading the book, I'd be more than happy to send them a digital copy if they are willing to give me an email. No, this is not a scam. I actually do have a book. Sadly, I do not have a physical copy within range because I really do not feel like getting back up and looking at this. I guess I could put a link in the description. Though Alan G. Davison is a pen name, and I'm pretty sure if anybody really wanted to, they could easily find out who I am. But I decided to have a little fun with that. Forgive me for my small amusements. Anyway, since this is the first one, I guess it would be fair to explain the original idea and how the Blessed story came into being. Came into being about, I'd say, pretty close to 3 years ago, about when I first started at Baker College. I originally got involved in the program through a high school. I think it was dual enrollment. Yeah, that's the right word for it. And I ended up running into an individual who is quite the character in and of himself. I'm going to call him L for the sake of this video, because I'm not sure if he wants me to, say his name out loud, or, I'm pretty sure he would love credit, but, just to be on the safe side that I'm not throwing things out there randomly. I originally went to become a paralegal, which is basically the nurse equivalent to a lawyer, as the nurse is to a doctor. And, I was really always interested in legal stuff, mainly because I enjoy arguing, which was the original idea behind the Defender video, but as you can see, I decided to just quit that entirely, considering I'm not very good at audio, video, visual things at all, or in general. So, most of my stuff is probably going to have very pathetic quality to it, but, yeah. You're more than welcome to shut it off at any given time. Now, back to the story. It's funny when the story actually has a story. Anyway, eventually I got to know the guy. I was originally a little abrasive towards him because I always thought he was kind of showing off. He always had an unusual flair for his outfits. I actually thought they were pretty cool, and I thought it was very silly of him, or he was just trying to be cool for wearing it in general. Well, anyway, he got into his head that he wanted to create a comic book to change the world. He was always that type of minded individual, always coming up with crazy ideas, and I had a habit of shooting them down. Me and my bluntness said that we couldn't draw. None of us could. Between me and another friend who I met through him by the name of D. I sort of felt bad for cutting him down like that so quickly, and I was like, you know what? I write fan fiction, and I'm not a very good fan fiction writer. The only time I've ever had any relative success in terms of that department was when my girlfriend and I teamed up. Another story entirely. But, yeah, so I wasn't very good at it, but I was like, hey, I'll try it out, and if it works out, I'll keep writing. So I hand everybody a piece of paper, and that's how the original characters for the first book got started. Eventually, I finished writing it, and I self-published it, mainly because finding anybody to publish a book these days is a freaking nightmare in itself. At least I didn't have any luck. Some people have better luck than others, and, that happens, I suppose. And I think I'm going to end this right here, right now, and, like I said, if anybody's actually interested in the book itself, just hit me up, and I'd be more than happy to send you a copy of the book itself. Mind you, it's not going to have any cover or any, anything special like that, but, if you're interested in just reading it or anything like that, I'm more than happy, like I said, poor quality, to take any feedback, opinions. I'm always interested in which characters people liked, which ones they didn't, what they didn't understand. Always interested in feedback, which sadly and unusually is in very short supply recently. And I'm not getting very little audio on this damn thing, so maybe I need to hold this closer? I don't know. Now I'm not getting any audio. Oh, dang it, I hate this stupid... nice little filter shit. Nothing ever works around here. Anyway, now that I've completely and totally given away where my audio thing is gone, I'm going to end this before I fully humiliate myself.